Hi Booktube! I can't believe it's that time again. July went by so quickly. It was an extremely stressful month if you've seen some of my previous videos, but I did really enjoy doing Booktubeathon, and I got a lot more reading done this month than I really thought I would. I also made a lot of new friends. Booktube really has been an amazing experience so far. I have really enjoyed getting feedback on what you read and what you're going to be reading and what you think about books, and I love some of the comments that I've gotten, and everyone has been extremely welcoming. I fangirled several times because booktubers that I really like have made comments on videos that I've made, and that's just so surreal for me. I still can't I still can't really deal with that, I think, at the moment. I'm just gonna let those feels just happen, and we're gonna set those aside for a moment. I want to do a quick wrap up of everything that I read in July. It has been a great month. It has been extremely stressful, but I did get to several books. I'm gonna start with the like 2 books that I have not done a video review of. Or done a quick wrap up of all already. I will go ahead and list everything that I read this month, but those will be quick, just naming the books basically. And if you want to know more about any of the titles, as always, I'm going to link a Goodreads link to each of these books in the description bar down below, and I'm going to try to annotate somewhere. I'm kind of learning how this stuff works. Somewhere in this field, links to the previous videos so that you can check those out if there's any of these in particular books that you find interesting. So let's go ahead and get started. The only book, after looking at the list, that I actually have not already done a wrap-up for was Every Heart a Doorway, and I really enjoyed this novel, so I'm gonna do it now. Since we're here and you're already, watching. I really enjoyed this novel. The premise was, if you see the video for my to be read for the month of July, which went to just shot to crap in the first few minutes because didn't realize Booktubeathon was going to happen and didn't get as much of that list done as I had really thought I would. Anyway, focus. That's one of the things I have to work on for these videos. Every Heart a Doorway. That was a cute novel. I enjoyed it. I liked the concept of children going to other places and those places being attracted to them because of certain personality or personality traits that they might have. I also liked that there was an asexual character represented and a transgender character. So the makeup of the population of this school for special children who have gone to fantastical worlds and then returned was, I think, a more representative sample, and it wasn't the typical sort of teen dynamic, and I found that really good. I enjoyed this novel. It wasn't very long. It was a really quick, enjoyable, fun read, even though, I think there were murders, but other than that, it was great. I recommend it. If you want to pick up something a little lighthearted that still has some serious overtones, I would recommend Every Heart a Doorway. It's not for everybody. I think in my TBR video a few people had mentioned that they started it because the premise sounded really intriguing, but then didn't go ahead and finish because the writing style just wasn't for them. Overall, I liked it. If there's another book in the series, which I've heard there probably will be, I will pick that up too. All the other books on my list I have done wrap-ups for, or they were part of a checkup or check-in for Booktubeathon, so you'll see some annotations pop up. I will attempt to do these in the order that I read them, but no guarantees, so if it's not in the first link, it should be in the second. I only did 2 videos for Booktubeathon because I could not both read and successfully complete multiple challenges and make videos every day. I have no idea how people did that. The first book that I completed was Fight Club, which was part of my Chuck Palahniuk haul. I followed that book up with Fight Club 2 because I had it. The next book I finished was Penelopiad. I also finished several ebooks, which were Perfume, A City of Mirrors, Tooth and Claw, The Feminine Future. It is a collection of science fiction short stories written by female authors that take place from the mid-1800s to 1930. Excellent, excellent little collection of stories if you have not picked it up. Weatherman, and I also finished, I forgot about this one. I'm almost done with this one, so I'm going to go ahead and include it in my July wrap-up, which was Command and Control. This was a non-fiction-based novel that takes kind of a center point around the munitions race, arms and munition race from the Cold War. So it starts around the end of World War II and then progresses through all of the things that will make you not sleep well at night about the command and control over nuclear weapons. And it's written in a really great narrative style. It is also, there's a lot of facts thrown out, so if you're not one who likes dates and then facts, and personal accounts kind of strewn through that, it might not be the best novel for you. It's also quite large. I forget how many pages. I'm pretty sure it's over 600. But it is written in sort of a story format that makes it a little easier to follow and to absorb all the information. It also talks a lot about the bomb testing and things they took into consideration and some new coined terms that they had to make when the death toll from weapons became so much larger than anything else that we've seen in history. This is really good so far. I've got 2 days to finish it, so I think I will finish it this weekend. I'll probably finish it today. So I'm going to include that. Other books that I started but did not finish were A Tale of Two Cities. I liked it, so I got about halfway through and then Booktubeathon happened. Yeah, I think our general consensus for everyone is Booktubeathon happened. And it sort of launches you into a stress reading sort of after effect, because I was so focused on finishing all of the challenges and trying to get the books that I had kind of narrowed into those reading lists done that I pretty much stopped everything that I had started but not completed prior to Booktubeathon starting. I made a special point to finish A City of Mirrors, the third book in the Passage series, because it was a larger novel right before Booktubeathon started, because I knew I just wouldn't have the energy to finish it after. The other book that I started but did not finish yet and likely will not finish this month, this was a very intriguing concept. People had warned me that it would be slow, and I didn't really have a problem with that. What I had a problem with was people being part of the Magicians Guild and saying that they were magicians and they're professional magicians, but they don't do magic or practice anything related to magic or even really believe it exists. So I for some reason, every single time they mentioned that they were a magician, I get, no, you're not. So every single time they mentioned that, no, you're a magical theorist or a study of magical history, or there's so many other terms that could have been used. I think this will circle back in a way that makes more sense, but for me right now, I'm just going to put it on hold until I'm kind of in a place for that again. The story was getting much better when I stopped, but my copy is listed as 1,003 pages, so it's an ebook copy, and I just don't have the energy for that at the moment. Booktubeathon sort of I had to take a break. It was, one, the relief of being able to read anything I wanted and not having the energy to put any of that into a novel that is that length. So I have picked up a couple things. If you saw my stress reading video, I am reading mostly nonfiction at the moment, and I do have, I don't know if I'm going to film a haul. I don't really do hauls because I read mostly ebooks. I did get some physical books recently. We'll see. I might film that after this one because I'm also too lazy to set up the camera and everything again. Yeah. Anyway, that's what I read for the month of July. As all of you who participated in Booktubeathon know, it was a packed reading month. So I hope you liked this and that you'll check out some of the wrap-ups of the individual novels mentioned. If you have any questions about any of these books, or you've read any of those that I have listed, feel free to leave some comments in the description box. I've not had enough coffee this morning. Feel free to leave me a comment below. I try to answer everybody as soon as I see the comment. My schedule is pretty packed this week and I am gonna have to go to lab for a little while. So I'm not sure how that's going to play out. But anyway, I hope you have a great rest of the day and your July was a fabulous, fabulous success. I will see you soon. Bye.